Sorry about that. I'm just being eaten alive here. I hate these bugs. Get out of here. So maybe feeling a bit uninspired also had something to do with my Scotland trip. By now you've probably seen all the videos I shot there and the pictures. But yeah, that's about 6 weeks ago also when I got back from there. And yeah, you know, when you're living in the Netherlands and you're coming back from a place like Scotland that's so wild and rugged with mountains and epic views, it just feels a bit boring here. You know, there are so many opportunities in Scotland, and you just get in the car, drive 5 minutes, and you can find some epic location. But yeah, when you're getting back from a place like that, you just have to reset. And yeah, of course, I had all this footage to process, and a lot of videos to make. And actually, yeah, I knew that summer isn't my best period, so I'm really happy that I shot so many videos in Scotland. So I actually had enough footage to skip about 2 months of videos in the Netherlands. So yeah, I usually, when you see this video, I've got, most of the time I got 4 or 5 videos ready. And when I got back from Scotland, I had about 10 videos in advance. So yeah, I was really happy with that. But yeah, when I'm recording this, I actually only have 1 video left to show you. And yeah, it just feels, yeah, I just have to get out here. This YouTube channel also helps me to, yeah, to motivate myself to get out here. And I'm actually walking past a very nice lane here. Let me show you. There's a bit of an S-curve here into the road. There's some patches lit up by the sun, something I'm always looking for. And I'm seeing all straight trees and just one tree that is a bit diagonal. So let's see if we can find a picture here in this shot. At least worth taking a try, I think. Well, I tried a couple of different shots here, but just don't feel really happy with how this is turning out. So let me show you on the other side. I actually tried up to frame something like this, and without the sky in it, and then the path leading your eye into the background. But it was just something missing on this side. So I was actually hoping if I could get down more, that those, yeah, I don't know how you call them, but those things on the path would be the star of the image, to get them pretty big in the foreground. But if I'm getting down here, I'm actually losing that S-curve in the path. So yeah, just so it just didn't work out the way I saw it. I'll show you the best picture, but hopefully we can find something better than this. It's a shame. It actually looked pretty nice, but sometimes something with your eye looks really different than through the camera. So yeah, but there's always a next shot. So let's move on. This might be interesting. Let me show you. There's actually a couple of trees here. It's just like I just like the shape of them. If you move a meter further, you can see there are more trees coming from behind them. But if I'm standing in this exact spot, I'm actually hiding those trees. I'll give it a shot. Let's try if I can find a frame for this one. So what I'm actually looking for is just something different, something that cuts the eye. But if you look behind me, this side, the sun is beautifully going over this forest floor with those beautiful green. Yeah, it's actually sort of bush, a small bush. There's some beautiful light over it. But the only thing it needs is something a different color, something a different shape. So that's actually what I'm searching for. So if you've seen last week's video, that's something that I meant. It's I'll put a link up here. The shot at the end. It's also in the forest. Of course, there was some fog in the forest, so I got a bit lucky there. But there was this one single small tree that stood out between all of those big trees. So something like that is what I'm searching for, but of course I don't have any fog today, so yeah, I do have the light today, so that's what I'm hoping for. But I can already feel that I don't want to stay out here too long, because it's getting quite hot. And yeah, knowing that it's going to be 35 degrees today, I'm not intending to be out here in the middle of the day, so it still is quite early. It's about 7:30 now, so I think we have another hour, and then yeah, I'm getting back to the car. So yeah, let's see if we can find something like that. But I'm just I was getting out here and trying to learn, trying to see these images that others don't. So the more I go out, the more chance I will get to get some control on this kind of photography, and I'm really hoping for that, because it will help me get through a difficult period in the year if I can get a little bit better in this. But yeah, I am enjoying the walk. Really nice morning. I just got a text message. It's just, if you're struggling here and you're thinking about living in a dull place. So I just got a message from, let me show you. I hope you can see this. It's someone who watches the channel regularly. His name is Cody and he lives in Fairbanks, Alaska. So that's probably, I don't think you can travel any further from the Netherlands than Alaska. So it's quite funny that he's watching my videos. But yeah, he just sent me a picture of this epic mountain range. And I'm walking here, struggling with nothing to shoot. So thanks Cody, hope you're watching. If you do, please leave a comment. So yeah, maybe I'll go visit him one day. Then we can shoot some epic mountains together. I'm being eaten alive here, Jesus. There's all kinds of stinging flies here that I think 2 of them just bit me straight through my pants here. And these are really nasty flies. I've got bitten by them before and they just created a huge place that lasted for days. So yeah, I'm actually looking at the first way to get back to the car, because I just don't like this. I don't like being eaten. I just hate these bugs. Well, look at this. I just walking here on my own, small path, and this huge wild boar just crossed the path right in front of me. Let me show you, he's still there. Yeah, as you can see, he's huge. He's on its own, so I don't see any smaller ones. But he's already quite far to the back, so I don't think I can make any pictures of it, and it's actually quite scared of me. So I'm scared of him, and he scared me, and I scared him. So quite funny actually. But yeah, I'm actually looking at a interesting scene here. So this is actually what I framed up. You can see the path coming from the right bottom, and then running into the background. There's some light in the background on the end of the path that just yeah, it makes it a little bit more interesting. And just this nice green colors, this root system on the right, this fallen down branch in the middle. It's just quite an interesting shot, I think. So yeah, really nice. I got this in the pocket. I just took it at, let's have a look. I did f8, and I underexposed it a bit because I don't want this patches of light to be blown out. So yeah, really happy. I got past a bit of where all those bugs were. Actually, maybe the wild boar just scared them away also. But yeah, I was actually rushing towards the car. Then I found this little scene. Just really interesting. So happy I found this. So yeah, maybe we got a little bit more lucky on the way back to the car. So I did found this little group of beautiful flowers right in the forest, but it's quite difficult to find a nice shot of it. There's a fallen over tree here that looks pretty nice, and there's some birch trees in the background. It's just really difficult to find a nice shot with a nice background. I don't know if it's better to blur out the background or to keep it in focus. But yeah, it's a beautiful field and some patches are lit up. There's one coming into the light there right now. So yeah, really happy I found this last minute. So I'm actually quite close to the road and to the parking ground. So yeah, nice. I'm gonna try some things, and if there's something good coming out of this patch of flowers, then I'll show it after this. So, but I think I might come away with one or two nice shots here. So let's do some photography here. Well, I found this one beautiful flower, and if you look behind me, you can see it is right in front of this tree trunk, and the flower is in the sun and the tree trunk is in the shade. So this creates a beautiful contrast between light and dark. And I'm just gonna frame the flower up so that the background of the trunk is the only thing behind it, and so you've got this beautiful light flower in front of that trunk. I think it will be an amazing shot. I'm not going to make the trunk as dark that you can't see it at all, but I just like to see the shape behind it, so that you are going to think from what's that behind it in the background. And yeah, I think that will be a really pleasant shot to watch. So just going to take it. There's more than enough light, so I can take it handheld with image stabilization on. It's not going to be a problem at all. So I think I'm going to be around f4, f4.5 to get a little bit of detail in the background, and but not too much, and that flower is completely sharp. So yeah, let's take it, and this is the shot. So this is the good example what a little bit of light can do. It's just maybe 10 seconds after I took that shot, and my flower is now in the shade as well. So I just took another one, exactly the same image. I'm going to show you now the same images left and right, so you can see what a little bit of light does. So sometimes yeah, things change right in front of you. So if you made it in the video until now, then thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And if you like the video, then this box again. If you like the video, then please push the thumbs up button and leave a comment. I always like to communicate with the people watching the videos. And yeah, get out of here. Well, this is the end of the video. I'm just done with all those flies. It's about 30 degrees now, and it's only getting hotter and hotter. And I walked around these woodlands for about 1.5 or 2 hours, and just got away with a couple of medium shots that not really keepers, I think. Maybe that last shot was interesting, but I'll have to see it at home. So I'm heading back to the car. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye for now.